there has been a mass stabbing in Vancouver, Canada, and police say multiple victims have been stabbed, one person killed and 6 injured, including a boy of 7 years old, after a mass stabbing in Vancouver. Terrorist attack? Possibly. It matches the pattern of ISIS-style mass stabbings, and in the past ISIS have actually called for such kinds of stabbing, but we haven't got a motive yet, so we don't know whether it is terrorism. The murderer appears to be a male. He looks to be in his 20s or 30s, difficult to say. It's usually men who commit these kind of atrocities, whether it's mass shootings or mass stabbings. Hope I'm not offending anyone by generalizing like this, but men are generally more violent than women, and younger men even more so. Must be a biological thing, mustn't it? I don't know who proofreads the Daily Mail, but this is quite bad. 1 person is dead and 6 people have died in a mass stabbing in Vancouver. That's what it says in the Daily Mail. That's obviously a misprint from the Daily Fail. I mean, I thought I was dyslexic, but that's really bad. No, it would seem that only 1 person has been murdered and 5 are injured. From reading a couple of the articles and listening to some of the eyewitnesses, and I'll play you clips in a moment, it would seem that the majority of the victims here are women, and I think this could be some kind of a misogynistic attack. I think a hatred of women might be behind this random mass stabbing, and this guy has just looked for female victims.
We were driving up Lynn Valley Road, and there was a woman right beside her car with a 7-year-old boy with multiple stab wounds and bleeding profusely. We helped her into Brown's Social House and made sure she was okay. She said there was a random stabber that was running down the street, so we immediately turned to go look for other victims. There was another 25-year-old woman with multiple stab wounds in the face.
That's my gut feeling at the moment. It could also be an ISIS-inspired attack, as it fits the description of what you might call an ISIS-style attack. And, of course, underlying factor, as ever, could well be mental illness. And that doesn't negate the other contributing factor. There's always multiple reasons why someone murders someone, or murders several people, or at least attempts to in this case. But let's try and get to the bottom of the mystery, and let's accept it for what it is. Don't let your bias make you want it to be an ISIS attack, or make you want it to be a mental health issue, or make you want it to be about misogyny, if that's not what it's about. It is what it is. It's a horrific crime, and there will be contributing factors, and we should get to the bottom of the mystery so that we can stop it happening again, whatever the reason or reasons were behind it. Another point to mention, almost forgot.
Oh, listen, just one more thing.
One more point that has been raised about this attack is the fact that it was carried out with a knife and 7 people were injured. Had this attack been in America, where guns are much more widely available, then it wouldn't have been 7 injured, it would have been 7 killed. That's just food for thought for the gun lobby and people that are against gun control. I'm sure you're going to tell me that one of the victims would have been armed and would have stopped him. The only way to stop a bad man with a gun is a good man with a gun. But I thought I'd just throw that one in there for a little bit more discussion. Thanks for watching.